11:30.
11:30, yes.
Here.
Here.
One
Okay.
moment.
Thank you. Okay, we have arrived. So this is the entrance here. For your information, it is advisable to get ticket to these places around about a month at least advance online. You can't just expect to turn up on the day at the gate and buy the ticket at the entrance anymore. Really annoying. You can't be spontaneous anymore because they have now pushed everything online. So you have to prepare like about a month in advance of the date and time you want to go in and buy online, because there's no guarantee that you get ticket on the day anymore. I actually bought the ticket about more than 3 weeks online beforehand, and it cost €15.50. Also, you're allowed to take photographs and videos, but you're not allowed a selfie stick. So this is what you see pretty much as soon as you enter. Very big looking impressive place. Very nice, but you can see the style of these kind of southern hot countries sort of palaces very different from the northern European style palaces. It's big and sprawly with lots of gardens and courtyards everywhere. It looks very impressive, but a lot of these places seem to be crumbling and falling apart because it's so hot that the bricks and all that seem to turn into sand and flake off, because sometimes when you touch it you can literally feel the sand coming off on your hand because it's so hot that the place just in need a lot of water. Lots of gardens and courtyards like this all over the place, but also a lot of work maintenance needs to be done to keep it going, I guess, because I'll show you. A lot of places seem to be just kind of flaking off because it's so hot and dry. Alright, I thought I'd show you a typical walking path in a garden. So I'm in the garden here, and as I'm walking along, a lot of the time I feel like there's just too many potholes and sand and dry. Everything is very dry, like lots of dust and dirt all over the place, and you have to be quite careful walking, otherwise you could easily fall. It's just show you how hot and dusty it is. The trees, the leaves are covered in dust. Yeah, I must say the path is very rough. Lots of potholes and lumps and bumps. Not as well kept as I thought it would. I must say that's probably because it's just too hot, really. Yeah, again, mostly green. Maybe I come at the wrong time or something, but just mostly green shrubbery kind of trees. No flowers whatsoever, or very few. And yeah, the path, see, very rough and not well maintained, I don't think. All these potholes everywhere. They trim the trees and things like that, but not the actual road, the paved bit itself. Quite rough. Here are some information according to Wikipedia. The Alcazar of Seville, officially called Royal Alcazar of Seville, is a historic royal palace in Seville, Spain, and one of the official residences of the Spanish royal family. It was formerly the site of the Islamic era citadel of the city, begun in the 10th century under the Umayyads and then developed into a larger palace complex by the Abbasid dynasty, 11th century, and the Almohads, 12th to early 13th centuries. After the Castilian conquest of the city in 1248, the site was progressively rebuilt and replaced by new palaces and gardens. Among the most important of these is a richly decorated Mudéjar-style palace built by Pedro I during the 1360s. The palace is a preeminent example of Mudéjar style in the Iberian Peninsula and also includes sections with Gothic and Renaissance elements. The upper stories of the Alcazar are still occupied by the royal family when they visit Seville and are administered by the Patrimonio Nacional. It was registered in 1987 by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, along with the adjoining Seville Cathedral and the General Archive of the Indies. These columns are well worn. of them, they seem to be falling away sort of thing. I think it's because they're made of sand, like soft sand or something. The sand are being just wearing out or something, because yeah, look at it, and see, it's all like rotting away, falling away sort of thing. All these columns, yeah, I think they're made of soft sand, so you can see the walls are kind of peeling off. Alright, so this looks like the main palace hall here, and I reckon, see this bit here, I reckon that used to be like for water, like a pool of water or something, but nowadays they just turned it into a sort of a garden, and they grow trees and weed and stuff like that on it. But I reckon that used to be water. They do have a lot of these courtyards everywhere. Everywhere you walk, you find these little courtyards, just to keep cool, I guess. This is really a summer style palace. Just lots of trees and courtyards everywhere to keep cool.
Okay.
It was nice being alive.